Welcome to Minor International's investor presentation for the third quarter of 2013 performance. Today we are pleased to have two executives joining the meeting. First, Mr. Chayapat Paitoon, Vice President of Strategic Planning. And second, Mrs. Juthatip Adunpan, Group Director of Investor Relations. Today's agenda will begin with the report of consolidated performance and third quarter updates, followed by the detailed analysis of each business unit, and we'll end it with the Q&A session where you can submit your questions online. And now I would like to pass it on to our management. Khun Juthatip, you may begin.
Good afternoon from Bangkok. We'll start off with a quick recap of our 9 months results. This came out about last Wednesday, so some of you may have seen this already. In terms of revenue, we reported 9 months revenue of 27 billion baht, up about 11% compared to the same period last year. This is mainly a result of increase of hotel and mixed-use business by about 8%, increase of the restaurant business by about 16%, and retail trading increased by about 8%. In terms of net profit, we reported 9 months net profit of about 2.5 billion baht, up 22% compared to the same period last year. Mainly from hotel and mixed-use business, which increased by about 24%, while our restaurant business increased by 20%, and retail trading increased by about 28%. And if you remember, we actually had insurance claim from the flood that happened in the year at the end of 2011, which came in the year 2012. So if we excluded that, in operational term, our net profit actually increased by about 31% year on year. Just a quick update on what has been happening in the third quarter to date. The first one is we've acquired 50% of the luxury brand called Paraquam Retreats, Resorts and Residences. This acquisition was not asset acquisition, it's only the brand acquisition. The Paraquam brand is more positioned like high-end luxury boutique hotel, and they are more focused on, they're more contemporary with the focus on natural resources. So it's a little bit more different than our Anantara brand, which is also a 5-star hotel, but that one will be more of the culture creation. So wherever you go in each of the destination, you'll get the traditional local culture, looks and feels of that particular destination. So with this brand, that means we also have another brand, another type of product to offer when we do management contracts, so that property owners have a choice of either using Paraquam, Anantara, Avani, Oaks, or even Eloana that we have in South Africa, in Africa as well. Currently, Paraquam has 3 hotels under management. 2 of them are in the Maldives, and 1 of them is in UAE. In addition to that, we also made an investment of 80% in a hotel called Sothia Boutique Resort in Cambodia. The hotel has already been rebranded. Today it's called Anantara Angkor. The third investment was a 20% investment in a resort called Indigo Bay Resort and Spa in Mozambique. The hotel is actually under renovation and will be rebranded to Anantara Basaruto Island by the end of the year, by December 2013. So this is our entry point into Africa, in addition to what we already have in Tanzania and Kenya. So going forward, we'll also use this vehicle to expand more aggressively in Africa as well. And in addition to that, we invested in 50% in a joint venture company to develop an Anantara hotel in Tangal, Sri Lanka. Tangal is in the southern part of Sri Lanka. They have beach as well as cultural attractions that actually attract a lot of tourists to that destination as well. So now the company is formed and will be constructing a hotel which will be operational in about 2 to 3 years' time. And on the management contract side, we have also signed a contract to operate Amari Atrium Bangkok. This one will be rebranded into Avani probably by early next year. Right now, the hotel will undergo renovation before it's ready to be opened as Avani. And we've also opened Anantara Dubai The Palm in Jumeirah, Dubai. And we have also taken over another hotel and rebranded to Anantara Chiang Mai. This one's actually the hotel that was previously under the brand Jetty, and it's actually been rebranded already. And for Oaks, we actually have 3 properties that just came under Oaks management in third quarter. The first one is Oaks Moramba. This one is in the Sunshine Coast. And we also have Oaks Cypress Lake in Hunter Valley and Oaks William Street in Melbourne as well. On the food side, we have opened a restaurant in the Maldives. It's actually in the airport of the Maldives. We've had Swenson's for about a year now, and just last quarter we opened Burger King, Coffee Club, and also Thai Express. In addition to that, we also went into partnership with Al Nasser Holding to expand the hotel business in the Middle East and also in North Africa. The initial plan is to open a coffee club in UAE. And under Thai Express, we're trying to internationalize this brand as well out of its home country in Singapore. So we have gone into Malaysia. We've had the presence before, but under management contract. Today, we've re-entered Malaysia with equity-owned outlets. So that's the next phase of our Thai Express expansion. And the last one is we've increased our investment in Bread Talk to 11%. In about August of this year, we acquired about 1 additional % of Bread Talk just recently. And now to go into each of the business. The first business is hotel and mixed use business. If you look at in terms of revenue of the 9 months increased by about 8% compared to the same period last year. This is mainly from better hotel performance of the own hotel business, where we saw increase in RevPAR of about 12% in the first 9 months of this year compared to the 9 months of last year. In addition to that, management contracts also saw revenue increase of 36%. This is primarily because in terms of number of rooms, we've increased by about 76% year on year compared to the same period last year. And the real estate business also saw revenue increase of about 21%, mainly from the sales growth of the Anantara Vacation Club. And then that's a little bit offset by Oaks performance. Although Oaks performance in Australian dollar was stable, but because of the strengthening of the Thai baht compared to Australian dollar, we saw a decline in RevPAR of Oaks by about 7% compared to the same period last year. And if you look at in terms of EBITDA, we saw EBITDA increase of about 6% year on year in the first 9 months of this year compared to the 9 months of last year. A little bit slower than revenue, mainly because of the closure of Anantara Bawput in Samui for renovation. So we're still seeing a little bit of expenses, whereas revenue is not coming in yet. And also the plaza in Bangkok, that's also closed. So we saw EBITDA increase a little bit lower than revenue, whereas net profit for the first 9 months increased by 24% compared to the same period last year. That's mainly from the lower interest expense because of lower interest rates as we refinanced the old debt, as well as the tax rate becoming more sort of like normalized level in this year. Now, going into the statistics of the hotel portfolio. This page is a system-wide hotel operations. As we have told investors earlier, because the system-wide hotel operations include everything, including the new hotels open under management contracts, which at the beginning when they open, the occupancy are at lower rate and the ADR is also at lower rate. So it pulled down the entire portfolio of Mint. So in this case, RevPAR was about flat. Whereas if we look at organic, which doesn't include the new hotels and exclude the foreign exchange impact, the RevPAR actually increased by about 8% compared to the same period of last year. However,